It's the how Bobbi Althoff lost her entire audience in 1 year. Okay? How she lost her whole audience in 1 year, bro. I mean, if you know of her, I've seen her a few times. Bobby's kind of like an interviewer. She came out of nowhere, absolutely left field. But I'm sure she worked hard to get where she's at. But we about to see how she fell off in just 1 year.
So it has been quite a long time since we last checked in on Bobbi Althoff. Around a year and a half ago, I actually declared
she's so awkward.
Industry plant I had ever witnessed hit the podcast scene.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast with your host Bobbi Althoff.
Basically, this woman came out of nowhere and had some huge guests like Drake, Mark.
You know what's crazy though? She did get like a big power bump out of nowhere, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Zenkai boost of death, bro. Like straight up. Damn, she got some yitties. But yeah, she definitely got a Zenkai boost like crazy. She got a Zenkai boost like Vegeta, bro. But I don't know.
Cuban and other celebrities on her show that she dubbed the Really Good Podcast.
I think my mom named me after a lawyer, which always kind of like rubbed me the wrong way.
Within a week of the Drake interview, Bobbi was being represented by one of the top talent agencies and getting mainstream publicity. For this reason, people began to call her an industry plant because the only content that she had made
she is kind of bland.
Was essentially a spoof of mommy blogger TikTok content. Where she did garner millions of followers, mainly moms all around the country who loved her sarcastic brand of humor.
There is nothing more embarrassing than walking around with one of these. Everyone knows how it got there.
Well, she got no belly button. Wait.
You know, around with one of these.
What's wrong with her belly button? Where's her belly button at? Where's her belly button? The baby done ate the belly button, bro. Where's the belly button? I just had a child.
Everyone knows how it got there. You know,
or she like sideways. She's probably sideways.
This TikTok career
wow.
to another career in podcasting after she offered her followers $300 if they could get a celebrity to come onto her podcast.
It was like a finder's fee, right? You said if you could get a celebrity.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She says that this offer led to the episode with Funny Marco, which would in turn lead to her being in bed with Drake. You can picture her to be like the slightly more successful Hawk Tuah girl. To me, their careers actually draw a lot of parallels to each other.
Yeah.
One had to tell the world her methods for sucking dudes off before she got thrown into the belly of the industry matrix. You know, they both had that type of lightning in a bottle rise to fame.
Yeah.
Left onlookers saying, damn, this world is getting really up. But to be fair to Bobbi, she does seem a lot more intelligent than Hawk Tuah.
Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Hawk Tuah. Say it aggressive. Like Hawk Tuah.
Whatever happened to that chick, by the way?
Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed.
She got in trouble for crypto scamming. I promise if I ever become famous, never buy a crypto coin from me, okay? Never buy a crypto coin from me. I'm not a scammer, cuz. Don't buy no crypto coin for me, though. If I ever become famous, I will never scam my peoples, man. If I ever do, I promise, I genuinely had no idea, but it would never be crypto coin.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I guess she's still asleep. And with Bobbi having such an astronomical rise to fame in such a short period of time,
GG's, brother.
People felt like she was directly biting her entire deadpan comedic style from Funny Marco himself. She started to get a lot of ridicule online. I don't think it helped that she missed her son's birthday party to be there in bed with Drake that day.
That's too much.
I flew all the way here.
You did. I really do appreciate
on my
that.
daughter's first birthday.
Ill mom, bro. Ill mom.
You missed your daughter's first birthday for
to be here.
Dark. Regret that you'll never be able to undo.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
Something people thought was a joke at first, as it was her brand to be dry and sarcastic, but now it's been revealed that she was being totally serious. The other thing was, when she was doing these interviews, she would constantly be making passes at these men, asking them if they would sleep with her, or if she was their type.
Am I your type?
No, you're bland. Well, no, I can't say that. Let me not say that. Let me not say that.
Thank you.
He will have sex with her, for sure.
That looks like me.
Date? No. Never, brother.
Something that is
well,
not
never,
strange
sister.
to do as an interviewer, but also it got even more wild when people found out that she
They
was
fit each other, though.
Strangely enough, the dude would actually file for divorce the very same month the Drake podcast came out, which led to quite a bit of speculation online.
I'd do it.
One thing I will say is that she was way ahead of her time when it came to the Drake mistreatment, deleting her interview right after it started going viral, and hating at his concert. But after a while, the sarcastic, too cool to care bit really got old, and she even got pushed in the face by rapper Offset, who let her know that she was
Offset crushed her, bro.
On my podcast.
Why you keep saying that, cap ass shit, man? I honestly didn't even want to do this shit. I don't fucking.
Bro got the AP on.
You heard? You already told me. You looked me up. I'm walking out on bullshit. I'm fucking with you because they're making me.
As a matter of fact, he cooked the hell out of her.
You need a little bit of seasoning. You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken just on the thing. You
Dry as hell.
And then you serve the dish. You need some motherfucking seasoning, man.
You can leave now.
This is my hotel.
She tried it. That's a grown man. I don't really like Migos like that. You know what I'm saying? I was never a big fan of their style of music. But at the end of the day, I respect the man. That's a grown man. Show some respect, woman. Nah, I'm just playing. But dude, show some respect. You don't tell a grown man what to do, bro. That man got kids. Like, you tripping. No, don't do that.
I paid for this motherfucker. You can leave now.
I love that the X4
What an ad, bro.
8K. I mean, the quality's so
8K? I don't even have 4K.
And then she changed up her whole look, and she went on a show with Keke Palmer, and right there she got accused of being an industry plant right to her face.
I know. You're not an industry plant, right?
I am, but
you do feel kind of planty. We do have the same manager, so is this?
I know, isn't that crazy?
Feels a bit planty.
This is definitely
you got here in 5 minutes. It took me 20 years.
Yeah,
and a lot of movies.
What I think industry plant is, it's like somebody that has been like that is tied to someone else in the industry. And uses those connections to capitalize, and they like have zero talent.
I'm not an anythinger. I don't have any talent.
Her lips look kind of weird. They're like...
She was trying to manufacture moments. She had Ryan Garcia chasing her around the room like they were on the playground. He would later tweet out that they had this intimate situation after that was recorded, and she continued with this reputation that she was kind of being bounced around the industry.
You got some close up?
I like to read people's messages, not get room tours.
Let me read your messages.
No. I don't like
I'll let you read one message if you let me read one message.
I delete all of my messages. Are you cleaning?
That's a cool room, bro. W room. Look at that Pac-Man. Yeah. It's pretty fire.
People that delete their messages are cheaters.
Ooh.
I'm not a liar or a cheater. I hate liars.
And I feel like
GG's.
relativity-wise, she kind of just came and went, and honestly, Hawk Tua kind of took her spot online. Nowadays, Bobbi's channel and TikTok are mainly inactive, and the last
45K? Jesus.
A small percentage of what she was averaging.
You're interviewing rappers and you're getting 40Ks?
By watching over an hour of Bobbi being interviewed by Forbes and Wired magazine. Bobbi Althoff, the Deadpan podcast host America can't get enough of. Wow, a whopping 10K views. America just can't get enough. Obviously, her publicist got her this opportunity, as a lot of celebrities and online talent alike do this type of thing, so they can still try and seem relevant to their sponsors, kind of pouring money into their careers. And before we get into all the out-of-touch things she said during these interviews, I did want to tell you guys about today's video sponsor. Some of you already know my coworkers Lola and Delilah, who frequently make cameos in the back of my
Okay, dog and cat. What is dog and cat? Dog.
Streets of San Antonio and Eagle Pass before I adopted
them. They like a
Needless
cat.
to say, these dogs are family to me, and part of them being my family means feeding them right. But Lola has food allergies that have led to expensive vet bills.
Come on, bro.
Delilah has had some issues.
Sorry, bro. I love dogs. Come on, cuz.
Sponsor of today's video, Sundays for Dogs, I can rest assured that they are being fed quality and cringe. And if you saw the link down below, her come-up story actually doesn't sound that outrageous to me.
For a few years before, I was on TikTok, just doing brand deals, posting.
But she is honestly just not very likable. Coming up,
she
claims that she was posting 5 to 10
she got her lips done, bro.
a day for years, where she routinely raked in millions of views.
Got her lips done.
And hundreds of thousands of dollars per year.
And that's fine.
My goal for the first year of once I started getting views and getting followers was that every single day I had to have one video that I posted that got 1 million views. So I would keep trying and trying and trying.
Now, using the Wayback Machine, I can't see...
She got a lot of followers. Jesus Christ.
But I do still think that after the Drake podcast, they really tried to make her this big thing, and it just kind of went out and then fell flat on its face for the same reason that industry plants in the music sector never stay hot, because the fans they garner are so incredibly generic and they would just move on to the next trend like nothing. And one thing I did find very interesting in these interviews was the insistence that she has always been driven by wanting to be famous.
I've always wanted to act or have some type of leg in Hollywood, kind of. So
Act?
My family always says, but if anybody in our
You hardly change your facial expression, ma'am.
I ended up, it would be me because
how you gonna act?
Driven towards that.
What you gonna be, the mom?
Be rich.
How'd you become an influencer?
Why don't you own apartment buildings?
I want to be an actor. Y'all think I should be an actor, yo?
You might be thinking right now, well,
I think I should be an actor, chat.
Creator.
I would love to be an actor.
Just wanting to make money.
Small movies.
She even says that the only reason she did podcasting a TikTok in the first place was because she saw how much money other people made doing it and got motivated.
Mentally decided that she made like at least $300
that is
on her podcast alone, and I was like,
that's not a pure creator, bro. You're just doing it for the money, bro. You're diluting the game. You're diluting the game.
that's what I need to do next. Like, I need a podcast.
Yeah, you diluting the game, shorty.
She seems incredibly lazy about her job. Multiple times she brags about the fact that she goes into her podcast doing little to zero research on her guest that day.
And what is your interviewing technique?
Just no research, show up, and ask questions. I was researching how he interviews people, and I was like, oh God, this is a lot of work. Let me just go in there and know nothing. It's so much work.
And keep in mind, she's doing this in the face of two career journalists who do not look very amused.
Is the notebook just for show? Because you kind of have it open and then paper on top of it.
This is just my method.
It's okay.
This is my method. I'm a journalist, so I have my method.
I was making around like $250 to $300 a year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
From brand
deals on TikTok. Wow. And 250 is great and all, but it's hard to come up with content with just me every day.
$250,000 a year as an annual income is great and all.
Yes.
It is great.
It is great.
Yeah, she's out here making $300,000 per year.
Jesus Christ.
Minimum wage job at Sonic, which I don't think is a winning strategy for gaining public favor.
Nah.
For me, above all else, it really just seems like there's really no passion in anything
There's not.
She does. And it's all strictly for
And yeah, that's true. She didn't do it for like just the love of it, bro. I got like 900 videos and I haven't made a quarter. So for people like me, and I made my channel in 2011. For people like me, it's disgusting, honestly, because I love this no matter what. And I haven't made a quarter. Even if I never make a quarter, I'm still gonna do it because I like doing this, man. I like doing this. It's fun. For real. I love it.
Can definitely work, but not in the entertainment industry.
It's fun, bro. Watching my numbers and stuff. I love it.
That's my goal in 10 years.
From D-list to A-list.
Yes.
She still insists over and over.
You're not gonna be A-list. You have no talent to be A-list.
Jersey Mike's.
At the end of the day, if I had to go back and work at Jersey Mike's again to support myself, I'll make your sandwich for you.
Yeah, I'm calling absolute bullshit on that, okay? She wasn't even cool with 300,000. And during these interviews, both of the interviews
she looks really skinny.
Her rise to fame and make allusions to the idea that someone in the background pulls a lot of strings for her.
What do you think
maybe
is your appeal? Why do you think you became a thing?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that? Well, early on, I was like, is that a joke? Like, what is an industry plant? You guys, and I would just play into it because I was like, there's no way people actually think that. But then I realized, like, what people actually think.
Yeah, because she has no talent.
I do, and I think that it makes sense, like, from an outside looking in perspective.
But you know what, though? What's the thing is, sometimes people just like to see people that's like them. Just a normal person. And that's okay, man. Like, not everybody has to be all the time. Like, some people just like seeing people that's like them. I definitely do, so I understand that.
Basically, it seems like nobody's buying her story, and at one point she even cries over the hate that she receives online.
Sometimes it's just constructive criticism. It can be a little mean, but yeah, it doesn't bother me too much.
Other than that, when it comes to Bobbi, there were these pictures of men carrying her out of the club. Someone put together that she was allegedly dating this NFL player based on one of her posts, and then she got totally embarrassed when this dude did not want to claim her like that, denying the allegations on Twitter after they caught his ass in 4K. I mean, truly, there's nothing much worse than when you think you
bro was just hitting it.
relationship with someone, and it turns out they were hiding your ass the whole time or really didn't want anything to do with you like that publicly. And so now she's been on TikTok crying.
Just like hard to imagine finding someone who is truly good for you. It's hard to imagine.
Well, first off, you wanted to be famous. And to get famous, you disrespected someone who loved you before the fame. And now you want to find someone that loves you, though you disrespect someone to get the fame, the person that loved you. That doesn't make sense. You're not going to find, I'm probably 90% sure you're not going to find someone who truly loves you. Maybe. That's why I said 90. There's a 10% chance, but probably not going to happen, shorty. You threw away a perfectly fine relationship just for a clip. No honor, bro. I talked about that. No honor. No honor in the game, baby. No honor.
It's actually meant for you.
I mean, talk about a turn of events. She was online talking about it's time for her hoe phase.
So what you doing for these 2 years? You gonna be a hoe?
I have to do a hoe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe I will.
I don't know. You said you married young and you have your 2 kids already and you're
That's
divorced.
crazy.
What divorced people do after that?
Just sleep around and have fun.
And now she's recording herself tearing up on camera.
And I got lonely. Met a guy around Thanksgiving. And I think things moved really fast. I don't know. I thought it was fucking fate. Clearly it wasn't. It was really
Girls are just killing your cheeks.
Raised the bar for me, which sometimes sucks because then it's like, fuck. I didn't want the bar to be raised at all.
Raise the bar. No. He just makes more money. That doesn't mean that the next man you get should make the same amount of money or buy you things. The bar should be someone who respects you, someone who sees things like you do, someone who was okay with stepping in for your children and discipline your children the way that you see fit. And share your same ideas. That's what the bar is. The bar isn't he makes $200,000 a year, $400,000 a year, $20 million a year. That's not the bar. You're making that the bar because you're a loser and you don't make it. You're a loser and you don't make that money, so you want the bar to be there. A lot of women do that. I'm not gonna say her, but a lot of women set a bar that they can't even achieve themselves. That's stupid. Do a pull-up then. You set the bar, do a pull-up on it. You can't, loser.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Facts.
We don't care.
Facts.
I don't know, I always just
Loser.
an interesting case study.
No, I'm just playing. She's alright.
These individuals fall out of favor with the public. For her and the Hawk Tuah girl, it was like trying to live in a house with no foundation, like that bitch is up on stilts. All it really takes is a little adversity to knock that shit down. And listen, guys,
Yeah.
I truly think Drake owes this chick a room in his compound. Like, if he had not laid up with her in bed and put her on the map, this all likely would have never happened.
Yeah.
Drake wouldn't even have dissed his ass. Maybe he was at home on his laptop and this is what sent him over the edge. He knew at this moment that Drake was not like him. In all seriousness,
Damn, I forgot this video. I watched it at work though. I'm about to say school. What the hell?
I just don't really see the longevity here, given her motivations are all wrapped up in clout, material
And money.
and greed. Not to even mention the fact that it seems like she couldn't really give a damn about her podcast
Facts.
or producing it in a better way. But I want to know what you guys think about this latest Bobbi Althoff update down below.
Hey, Jamari. Once again, I appreciate you, my brother. I don't know you, but I respect you. Go. I'm about to say, hey, go subscribe to Jamari, man, if you want to watch this without my reaction to it. But it's been your boy, Bobbi Rizzo. See y'all when I see y'all. Peace.